The Budget Committee meeting for Thursday, March 27, 2018. Roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Mr. Shire was unable to attend this evening. Mr. Enterpont?
I'm here.
Mr.
Still.
Harris?
Here.
Mr. Collins?
Here.
Mr. Landry?
You don't have. He's here. He's just there.
Here.
Vice Chairman Latour?
He's in seat.
It don't matter. Oh, I'm here.
And Chairman Farnham?
Here.
You do?
Thank you very much. Item 3, consideration of making a recommendation with reference to
Move on
approving
three,
requests
all
from the
bullets.
following entities
Second.
for grant funding from the gaming fund. Item A, Ward 4, District 12, $10,000, Ward 4 Fire Protection District Number 2 for the purchase of mini Unicus breathing air apparatus, breathing systems. Item B, Ward 4, District 13, $1,150, West Calcasieu Cameron Hospital matching funds for the purpose and installation, or the purchase and installation of speed bumps on Stelly Lane and Coontz Road. Mr. Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I thought we did not install speed bumps. I've asked that a number of times over the years.
Second on that one.
Was told that we do not do that.
I can
So
answer.
here we are paying for some. I know we're not doing it, but we're paying for them. What's the difference?
They're not really speed bumps, it's just kind of I don't know how you describe it, but it slows the traffic down on those two roads. It's a three-way thing, hospital, me.
Speed
bus,
lesion.
And the city of Sulphur. The hospital.
It sounded like a speed bump to me.
Oh, okay.
Well, the way I understand
So
it,
is it on
there-
a public road or it
Yes,
is?
it is
Yeah.
public.
Both
Right
of 'em.
by the hospital or something?
Next, yeah.
So it's,
Fine with me. I'm not gonna object to it, but it's just, I've never heard of it.
talk to, Mr. Gabb, can you enlighten us a little bit on that? You look like you have something that you'd
No, I
like to say.
really don't. I can read the agenda. Obviously, it's a safety concern that the hospital has, but I don't really have any specific information on this particular
They
request.
speed on those two roads, they really do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get you all a list of some additional streets we can do in my district, and we're gonna put some more.
I suspect that since it is the West Cal Cam Hospital, they've got a particular reason for this and.
Yeah, people are
but,
speeding.
yeah.
Sure.
But beyond that, I don't really have any specific information on that one.
The information I have from Chief Coach is that there's a difference between a bump and a hump in the makeup of it, and one is more designed for traffic to flow over it in a steady manner.
They have to slow down.
They have to slow down a little bit, but not like a bump, not like the speed bumps as we all know them that might be
So it's
3 or
a
4
speed
inches high.
hump?
A hump,
A speed hump.
yeah.
We have the
Mr. Connor has
proper-
returned, if
Yeah,
y'all
need
want
that.
him to define bump versus hump.
Hump and a bump, it all sounds the same.
I just can't wait for that.
That was
I've seen an actual prototype or a picture of one, and it's much different than what we're thinking a bump is.
Welcome back, Mr. Connor.
Yeah. So, item C, Ward 4, District 15, $20,000, City of Sulphur, for the purchase of radar, speed signs, and other electronic-based traffic equipment for use by Sulphur Police Department. We have a motion on all bullet points on this item. Do we have any other discussion? Any objection? Hearing none, that motion will carry. Item 4, consideration of making a recommendation with reference to approving
So
request
moved.
for grant funding from the Economic Development Parish-wide Needs Allocation of Gaming Fund.
All bullets.
Item A, Community Center and Playground District Number 2 of Ward 4, SPAR, $35,000 for the costs related to the LHSAA Girls Fast Pitch 56 Softball Championship. Item B, Community Center and Playground District Number 2 of Ward 4, SPAR, $10,000 for costs related to the LHSAA Boys State Championship. Item C, Calcasieu Parish Voluntary Council on Aging, $100,000 funding assistance for the 2018 Meals on Wheels program. Item D, USS Orlick Naval Museum, $25,000 funding assistance for their continued programmatic costs. It's another item D, and we're gonna call that E for Louisiana High School Athletic Association, $15,000 for costs associated with the 2018 State High School Boys March Madness Basketball Tournament. And we'll change the next item to F. Louisiana High School Rodeo Association, $25,000 for costs associated with the 2018 State High School and Junior High School Rodeo. We have a motion on all bullets. We have any discussion on any of these items? Any objection? Hearing none, that motion will carry. Item 5, consideration of making a recommendation with reference to adopting
Move
a
on five.
resolution approving funding assistance in the amount of $400,000 from the following allocations to Waterworks District Number 10 of Ward 7 towards the installation of a water system, with said grant to be encumbered as outlined below. 2018 budget, Ward 7 allocation, $180,000. 2018 budget, parish-wide needs allocation, $150,000. And 2019 budget, Ward 7 allocation, $70,000. We have a motion by Mr. Barris, second by Mr. Landry. Have any discussion on this item? Mr. Landry?
I do. Do we know how far that's gonna get them? Is that like about halfway of what they intended on doing, or?
I'll take a shot at
Mr.
that,
Barris?
Mr. Barris, that, just from talking to the engineer, Mr. Landry, yes, roughly, it's broken down into two phases, what you might call the north and south phase. If you think of Ward 7, I think the Niblets Bluff area this would cover. But as you go farther south, they'd have to do that in the future. But I think it's roughly half of what's envisioned for the whole thing eventually
So
now.
we'll keep them busy for a year or so?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe next year we'll try to figure something out, of how, or between now and then, figure out how we can get the rest of it, because I know that people are in dire need of water. Because I think every time it floods up there, doesn't it, it messes up there. Most of them are on wells.
Okay.
Mr. Barris?
Yes, Mr. Landry, it is a pretty involved project. It's gonna change a lot, a lot for a bunch of people. The whole project is 55 miles of roadside piping. So there's a lot of houses on those roads. We were just looking at the funds and going based on some past allocations. This is the best we could get for right now. But yes, we are gonna we're planning on seeing this whole thing through, because the folks down south too are a lot of those folks are on wells, and every time it floods, it messes a lot up. So yeah, we're gonna stay with this. Thank you.
Good job, Judge.
Any other discussion on this item?
Move to adjourn.
Any objection? Hold on, we're gonna vote first.
Oh,
Hearing none, motion carries.
probably wise.
Item 6, any other matters? Now I'll take that.
Go ahead.
that
I
adjourn.
would move to adjourn.
We're adjourned.